The vast emptiness of space held its breath as the massive alien vessel approached Earth's orbital zone. Captain Jay Huang stood motionless in the military observation center, his eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the approaching threat. The first transmission came unexpectedly, a low-frequency signal that crackled through every communication network on the planet. Most would have missed its subtle complexity, but not Yuna Kim. Her fingers danced across multiple screens, breaking down the alien communication with precision that surprised even her most skeptical colleagues. "They're scanning us," she muttered, her voice calm despite the unprecedented moment. The alien vessel was unlike anything humans had ever encountered. Metallic and organic, it seemed to pulse with an internal energy that defied traditional understanding of propulsion. Its surface shifted like liquid metal, reflecting the sunlight in impossible patterns that hurt human eyes when viewed directly. At the United Nations emergency session, military leaders argued. Some wanted immediate nuclear response. Others advocated for diplomatic communication. Jay Huang knew better. This wasn't a situation that could be resolved with traditional human methods. Yuna's initial analysis revealed something extraordinary. The alien transmission wasn't just a message. It was a complex mathematical probe designed to assess human technological capabilities. Each segment of the signal contained layers of information, testing humanity's computational and analytical skills. The alien confederation had made a critical mistake. They viewed humans as a primitive species, worthy only of categorization and potential enslavement. They didn't understand the fundamental nature of human adaptation and resilience. In Duisoyo, a small research facility outside Seoul, a team of scientists worked frantically. They began developing counter-communication strategies, using quantum encryption techniques that would be impossible for the aliens to predict or decode. Jay watched as satellite networks began to show strange disruptions. Communication lines flickered. Military radar systems experienced momentary blackouts. But these weren't signs of weakness, they were preparations. The alien vessel moved closer. Its size was intimidating, nearly 10 kilometers long, with structural designs that seemed to bend the laws of known physics. Weapon systems that could obliterate entire continents were clearly visible, even to untrained observers. "They're giving us a chance to surrender," Yuna said, translating the complex mathematical language. "But they don't realize we don't understand the word surrender." Military installations worldwide went into high alert. But this wasn't panic. This was calculated preparation. Every branch of human defense, military, scientific, technological, began synchronized operations. The alien transmission became more direct. "Humans will be categorized. Technological assessment complete. Submission is mandatory." Jay Huang's response was recorded and transmitted globally. "We don't negotiate with those who see us as inferior." What the alien confederation didn't understand was human unpredictability. They had analyzed human technological capabilities through traditional metrics. They had calculated probabilities based on standard galactic invasion protocols. But humans were different. In military command centers, in research laboratories, in universities and technology hubs across the planet, a unique human characteristic emerged. Not aggression, not fear, but pure, unadulterated adaptability. The first contact wasn't about weapons. It was about understanding. About showing an advanced civilization that humanity's strength wasn't in its current technology, but in its potential to evolve, to learn, to transform faster than any predictive model could calculate. As the alien vessel entered Earth's immediate orbital zone, something unexpected happened. Instead of preparing for destruction, human systems began transmitting complex mathematical sequences, not as a threat, not as a defense, but as a form of communication that would challenge everything the alien confederation understood about intelligent life. Yuna Kim smiled. This was humanity's true first message to the universe. Not a declaration of war, not a plea for mercy, but a simple, profound invitation to understand. The universe watched, and humanity prepared to rewrite every known rule of galactic interaction. The alien invasion began with a silent precision that caught most of the world off guard. Massive energy fields surrounded major cities, creating invisible barriers that seemed impenetrable. Military defenses appeared futile against the advanced technology. Jay Huang understood something the aliens didn't. Humans were never just about technology. They were about adaptation. In the first hours of the invasion, traditional military responses failed completely. Tanks became useless. Fighter jets dropped from the sky like broken toys. Communication networks experienced massive disruptions. To any outside observer, humanity seemed defeated before the battle truly began. Yuna Kim worked frantically in an underground research facility. Her team wasn't preparing traditional weapons. They were developing something far more dangerous, a comprehensive understanding of the alien technology. The Alien Confederation believed they had studied humans thoroughly. They had analyzed human technological capabilities, military strategies, and societal structures. What they missed was the human capacity for rapid innovation. Small resistance groups began forming worldwide. Not just military units, but scientists, engineers, ordinary citizens with extraordinary determination. In rural areas of Korea, in urban centers of the United States, and remote villages of Africa, people started sharing information through improvised communication networks. Jay's first strategic move was unexpected. Instead of fighting, he began collecting data. Every alien energy signature, every technological interaction became a piece of a larger puzzle. The military command thought he was crazy, but Yuna understood. They've never encountered a species that learns this quickly, she told her research team. The alien attack pattern was systematic. They would disable technological infrastructure, create energy barriers, and then begin systematic population control. But humans had something the aliens couldn't predict: creativity. In Japan, a group of university students developed a unique signal interference technique. In Brazil, agricultural engineers found ways to disrupt alien energy fields using natural electromagnetic variations. In Russia, computer programmers created adaptive algorithms that could slip through alien communication barriers. The first real breakthrough came from an unexpected source. A small team of Korean researchers discovered that human biological systems produced unique electromagnetic frequencies that could partially neutralize alien technology. Jay watched as the first successful human counterattack began. It wasn't a massive military operation. It was a network of small, intelligent interventions that slowly began to destabilize the alien invasion strategy. The Alien Confederation had made a critical mistake. They viewed humans as a singular, predictable entity. They didn't understand that humanity's strength was in its diversity. Every culture, every individual brought a unique approach to the challenge. Yuna's team developed a breakthrough. By understanding the quantum communication frequencies used by the aliens, they could create localized technology disruption fields. These weren't weapons in the traditional sense. They were intelligent interference systems that could temporarily neutralize alien technological advantages. Military strategists worldwide began implementing these new approaches. Traditional warfare was replaced by intelligent, adaptive resistance. Small teams moved quickly. Information was shared rapidly. Every human became a potential resistance fighter. The aliens began to realize something was wrong. Their perfectly calculated invasion was falling apart. Not through massive military resistance, but through countless small intelligent interventions. Jay understood the true nature of human resistance. It wasn't about fighting. It was about adapting faster than the enemy could predict. Every failure became a learning opportunity. Every technological limitation became a chance for innovation. The first week of the invasion, the Alien Confederation realized they had made a terrible mistake. Humanity wasn't a species to be conquered. They were a dynamic, intelligent network that could transform challenges into opportunities faster than any known galactic civilization. The resistance had begun, and it was nothing like the aliens had expected. As the first month of invasion concluded, one thing became clear: humanity would not be an easy target. They would fight, not with traditional weapons, but with something far more powerful: intelligence, creativity, and an unbreakable spirit of adaptation. The psychological battlefield emerged where traditional warfare could not reach. Jay Huang understood that the real war happened in the complex network of alien communication and decision-making systems. Yuna Kim discovered something remarkable about the alien confederation. Despite their advanced technology, they had a rigid hierarchical structure. Every decision passed through multiple bureaucratic layers. This was their greatest weakness. The human strategy wasn't about destroying the aliens. It was about making them doubt themselves. Small teams of human communication experts began developing intricate psychological intervention protocols. They studied alien communication patterns, linguistic structures, and decision-making algorithms. Every transmission became a carefully crafted message designed to create internal confusion. In the alien command center, strange disruptions began appearing. Messages that seemed to come from high-ranking officials contradicted each other. Strategic reports contained subtle inconsistencies. Communication channels became increasingly complex and unreliable. Jay's team targeted the alien confederation's internal political structures. They understood that most advanced civilizations had internal conflicts. Humans simply needed to amplify these existing tensions. Using advanced linguistic algorithms, they created communication sequences that would trigger specific psychological responses in alien leadership. These weren't simple messages. They were complex psychological triggers designed to create doubt, uncertainty, and internal disagreement. The alien military leadership began experiencing unprecedented communication challenges. Reports from different sectors contradicted each other. Strategic decisions became increasingly difficult to implement. What seemed like a perfect invasion strategy started showing multiple fracture points. Yuna developed a breakthrough technique. By understanding the quantum communication frequencies, her team could inject subtle psychological disruption signals. These signals didn't destroy alien technology. They simply made their communication systems less reliable. Each alien military unit began receiving slightly different mission parameters. Some believed the human resistance was stronger than reported. Others thought it was significantly weaker. Communication became a maze of uncertainty. The psychological warfare had a specific goal: create enough internal confusion to make the alien confederation question its own invasion strategy. Small resistance groups worldwide started sharing unique psychological intervention techniques. A team in South America discovered how to create communication signals that mimicked high-ranking alien official transmissions. Another group in Europe developed techniques to introduce subtle mathematical inconsistencies in alien data streams. Jay watched as the psychological battlefield transformed. The aliens were no longer fighting humans directly. They were fighting an invisible enemy that existed within their own communication systems. The alien confederation's leadership began emergency meetings. Their perfect invasion strategy was falling apart, not through military resistance but through psychological manipulation. Humans introduced complex scenarios that challenged alien understanding of probability and decision-making. Each transmission was a carefully designed puzzle that forced alien leaders to question their existing strategic models. Communication breakdowns became more frequent. Military units received conflicting orders. Strategic planning sessions turned into debates about the reliability of existing information. What the aliens didn't understand was the human capacity for creative problem-solving. Humanity didn't need superior technology. They needed understanding, adaptability, and the ability to turn complex challenges into opportunities. Yuna's team continued developing more sophisticated psychological intervention techniques. They weren't just sending messages, they were creating entire communication ecosystems designed to introduce controlled chaos into the alien decision-making processes. The psychological warfare reached a critical point. The alien confederation was no longer certain about their invasion strategy. Internal debates became more frequent. Strategic cohesion began to break down. Jay knew they had found the perfect weapon, not a physical weapon but something far more powerful. The ability to make an advanced civilization doubt its own capabilities. The humans weren't just resisting, they were reshaping the entire concept of warfare. The technological revolution began in unexpected places. Small research laboratories, university basements, and makeshift engineering centers became the new front line of human innovation. Yoona Kim stood before a complex array of quantum computing systems. Her team had been working nonstop for weeks, pushing the boundaries of human technological understanding. The alien invasion had become an unexpected catalyst for unprecedented scientific breakthrough. Traditional technological development happened in linear progressions. Humans now developed technology exponentially, driven by the urgent need to survive. In a converted warehouse outside Seoul, engineers worked on adaptive AI systems that could learn and modify themselves faster than any known computational model. These weren't just computer programs. They were living technological organisms designed to evolve in real time. Jae Hwang understood that the technological revolution wasn't about creating better weapons. It was about developing intelligent systems that could understand and adapt to complex alien technologies faster than the invaders could anticipate. Quantum computing networks began spreading across the globe. Universities, research centers, and even high school laboratories became part of a massive, interconnected technological resistance. Each node in the network shared information, developed new algorithms, and created innovative solutions. The Alien Confederation had studied human technology for years. They believed they understood every potential technological pathway humanity might develop. They were wrong. Breakthrough after breakthrough emerged. A team in Brazil developed a communication protocol that could slip through alien energy barriers. Scientists in India created adaptive nanomaterial that could restructure itself in response to alien technological frequencies. Yoona's quantum communication research revealed something extraordinary. Human biological systems could be integrated with advanced technological networks in ways the aliens had never imagined. The line between biological intelligence and technological systems began to blur. Small technological innovations appeared everywhere. A group of teenage engineers in a rural Korean school developed a signal disruption technique that could temporarily neutralize alien communication systems. A marine biologist in Australia discovered how to use organic compounds to create natural technological interfaces. The technological revolution wasn't centralized. It was a global network of human creativity, each breakthrough building upon another at an unprecedented speed. Jay watched as traditional military technology became obsolete. Tanks, fighter jets, and conventional weapons were replaced by intelligent adaptive systems. Weapons became less about destruction and more about intelligent intervention. Alien technological scanning systems became increasingly confused. Human technology no longer followed predictable patterns. Each technological system was unique, adaptive, and fundamentally unpredictable. Research teams developed hybrid technological systems that combined quantum computing, biological interfaces, and adaptive AI. These weren't just technological tools. They were living, evolving systems that could learn and modify themselves in real time. The Alien Confederation began to realize something terrifying. Humans weren't just developing technology. They were reimagining the entire concept of technological development. Yoona's team created a breakthrough quantum communication network that could transmit complex information across massive distances instantaneously. Traditional communication limitations became meaningless. Information could now travel faster than the aliens could process or intercept. Small technological innovations appeared everywhere. A group of high school students developed a communication encryption system that could adapt its own encryption protocols in milliseconds. A marine research team discovered how to use organic neural networks to create self-healing technological systems. The technological revolution transformed human society. Every individual became a potential technological innovator. Traditional boundaries between scientific disciplines disappeared. Engineers worked with biologists. Computer scientists collaborated with quantum physicists. Jay understood that the real technological weapon was human creativity. The ability to look at a problem from multiple perspectives, to imagine solutions that defied existing technological understanding. As the technological revolution accelerated, the Alien Confederation realized they had underestimated humanity's potential. Humans weren't just developing technology, they were rewriting the fundamental rules of technological evolution. The battle was no longer about survival, it was about demonstrating the extraordinary potential of human innovation. The massive alien negotiation chamber fell silent when Jae Hwang and Yuna Kim entered. Thousands of alien representatives watched, their multidimensional sensory organs processing every minute human movement. Earth had transformed during the conflict, not just technologically but fundamentally. Humanity was no longer a species to be conquered, they were a galactic force to be recognized. The Alien Confederation's lead negotiator, Commander Ralk, seemed confused. Humans didn't want total destruction. They didn't seek revenge. They wanted something far more complex, mutual understanding and respect. Yuna carried a simple data crystal. Inside contained humanity's comprehensive technological and cultural overview, not as a threat, but as an invitation to dialogue. Each data sequence represented human potential, adaptability, creativity, resilience. "We are not here to destroy," Jay spoke calmly. "We are here to establish a new understanding." The negotiation wasn't about military superiority, it was about demonstrating humanity's unique perspective on existence. Humans had transformed the potential invasion into an opportunity for mutual growth. Alien representatives reviewed the data. Human technological developments were unprecedented. Adaptive systems that could modify themselves faster than any known galactic civilization. Communication networks that functioned more like living organisms than traditional technological infrastructure. Commander, Ralk realized something critical. Humans weren't just another species to be categorized. They were a dynamic, evolving civilization that challenged every existing galactic understanding of technological and social development. Yuna presented humanity's key negotiation points. No territorial expansion, no military dominance, just an open channel for scientific and cultural exchange. The aliens found this approach fundamentally incomprehensible. The negotiation chamber became a complex dance of mathematical communications, quantum signal exchanges, and subtle psychological interactions. Humans demonstrated they could communicate, on multiple levels simultaneously. Each human delegation member represented a different cultural background. Scientists, artists, philosophers, military strategists, all working together with a unified purpose. The aliens had never encountered such comprehensive collective intelligence. Jay understood the negotiation wasn't about winning. It was about establishing a new paradigm of interstellar interaction. Humans weren't seeking galactic dominance. They were offering a different perspective on civilization's potential. Technological demonstrations followed. Humanity showed quantum communication systems that could transmit complex information across massive distances. Adaptive AI networks that could solve complex problems in milliseconds. Biological technological interfaces that blurred traditional understanding of intelligence. The Alien Confederation began to understand. Humans were not a threat to be eliminated. They were a potential partner in galactic evolution. Yuna's presentation included humanity's most significant achievement, not a weapon, not a technological marvel, but their capacity for empathy, creativity, and collective problem-solving. Commander Ralk requested a comprehensive review of human potential. The data revealed something extraordinary. Humans could adapt, faster than any known species. Their technological and social systems could transform rapidly in response to complex challenges. The negotiation lasted several Earth days. But time meant different things to different species. For humans, it was an opportunity. For aliens, it was a complex mathematical calculation. Humanity's key message was simple. We are here to collaborate, not conquer. We seek understanding, not destruction. The final agreement wasn't a traditional treaty. It was a complex quantum-encoded communication protocol that established humanity as a unique galactic civilization. Not through military might, but through demonstrated potential. Jay and Yuna represented something more than a negotiation team. They represented human potential, the ability to turn potential conflict into an opportunity for mutual growth. As the negotiation concluded, the alien confederation realized they had encountered something unprecedented. A species that didn't seek galactic dominance but galactic understanding. The universe watched. Humanity had rewritten the rules of first contact.